We request you all to please rise and remain standing until all our distinguished guests have taken their seats.
Emeritus Dr. Pirzada Qasim Raza Siddiqui, Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Syed Irfan Haider, Honorable Pro-Chancellor Dr. Nida Hussain, Honorable Chairman Organizing Committee Professor Dr. Fahad Azim, Honorable Dean Faculty Health Sciences Professor Dr. Abbas Zafar, and Honorable Registrar Captain Retired Syed Waqar Hussain to please take their seats on stage. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join us for the national anthem. Please remain standing for the Ziauddin anthem.
दिलों में रोशनी लाई ज़ियाउद्दीन कहलाई ये यूनिवर्सिटी जहाने ताज़ा की बातें शऊरों आ गई रोशन नई दुनिया की सौगातें जमाले फन कमाले फन में जुस्तजू लाई ज़ियाउद्दीन कहलाई ये यूनिवर्सिटी यहाँ पर कस्बे इल्मो आ गई रोशन फजीलत है ये सब कुछ साहिबाने इल्मो हिकमत की बदौलत है यहाँ इंसान और इंसानियत की बात होती है नया एक दिन निकलता है नई एक रात होती है यही है इसकी ज़ेबाई ज़ियाउद्दीन कहलाई ये यूनिवर्सिटी
Ladies and gentlemen, the lyrics of the Ziauddin anthem have been composed by our former Vice Chancellor, Professor Emeritus Dr. Pirzada Qasim Raza Siddiqui. Using his poetic skills that befittingly eulogize our university, encompassing all its qualities that are supremely meaningful to us. The harmonious music has been composed by Mr. Masood Alam, an ex-student of the Ziauddin College of Media Sciences.
Now, we would like to request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to please initiate the proceedings for today's ceremony.
I request the Pro-Chancellor to declare the convocation open.
I hereby declare the convocation open.
Thank you, Dr. Nida Hussain. We commence the convocation ceremony with a recitation from the Holy Quran. We invite Kainat Ejaz, 5th year student of Ziauddin College of Rehabilitation Sciences, to the podium for recitation of a few verses from the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والتين والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون فما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين آمنت بالله صدق الله العظيم
Jazakallah khair, Kainat. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I invite our Honorable Pro-Chancellor, Ziauddin University, Dr. Nida Hussain, to share her valuable message with her graduates and all of us. Dr. Nida Hussain is the great-granddaughter of late Dr. Sir Ziauddin Ahmed, Vice-Chancellor and Rector of Aligarh Muslim University. Dr. Nida Hussain has graduated from Dow Medical College and is a diplomate of the American Board of Internal Medicine. She is presently a professor in the Ziauddin Medical College, being also the Pro-Chancellor of Ziauddin University, Chairperson of the Ziauddin University Examination Board, Chief Executive Officer of Ziauddin Education System, and a trustee of Dr. Ziauddin Hospital Trust. Dr. Nida Hussain is very versatile and dynamic. She works tirelessly with ease and grace. Having taken on the mantle in such a short time from an early age, her contribution is indeed commendable. We invite Honorable Dr. Nida Hussain to please come to the podium for the welcome address.
Respected guest of honor, Professor Dr. Pirzada Qasim Raza Siddiqui, Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Syed Irfan Haider, Deans, faculty members, and dear graduates. I'm delighted to welcome you all here as we celebrate this milestone together. I'm very pleased your hard work and dedication has led to your success today. You have come far since your first days at Ziauddin University. Being a product of a pandemic, I am sure you have learned to become resilient and are now well equipped to deal with sudden changes better than those before you. Ziauddin University began its journey 26 years ago. Since then, we have seen remarkable growth in various disciplines. From a one-day convocation, now with the increasing number of graduates, we've had to move it to spread it over 4 days. Today's graduation is extremely special. It is an example of the immense growth that Ziauddin University has gone through in the last couple of years. One of the faculties graduating today, the Faculty of Engineering, Science, Technology and Management, the first faculty to establish itself at Education City, not just for Ziauddin University, but they were the first students in the whole city in this education city that was made by the government. And today they proudly graduate the first batch of electrical engineering, software engineering, and civil engineering. This past year has been of particular importance to Ziauddin University and to the College of Rehabilitation Sciences. It is with this faculty that we opened our new campus at Sakhar. And this faculty is also graduating its first batch from a second site within Karachi. So it is truly a proud moment. Dear graduates, you are our best ambassadors, and we hope that you will carry forward the knowledge and skills that Ziauddin University has imparted onto you. I'm also pleased to announce that the Faculty of Pharmacy is graduating its first batch since its move to the Education City. Dear pharmacy graduates, I hope you have enjoyed your time at the new campus. You will be one of the few batches lucky enough to experience student life at both old and new campus, and thus can proudly say that you were part of ZU's expansion journey. You are now a member of the alumni, and we hope that you will not only represent Ziauddin University wherever you are in the world, but also contribute to the community and use your potential to meet the challenges of the future. As you graduate from one of the best universities known for its excellent teaching, research, and innovation, I wish every one of you success as a proud alumni of Ziauddin University. Remember that wherever you go, your alma mater will be there to support you. You are now ready to move on to the next stage of your lives. You can now adapt to sudden change, think critically, and are capable of making a positive difference to the lives of those around you. I hope you continue to uphold the values taught by Ziauddin University and you take our legacy forward far and wide throughout this world. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Nida Hussain.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now invite our Vice Chancellor to share his message with the graduates and all of us. Professor Dr. Irfan Haider, Vice Chancellor, Ziauddin University, has a wide experience in academic leadership, consultancy, entrepreneurial ventures, training, teaching, research, design and execution of innovative bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs. His strategic initiatives for higher education institutions are commendable. In his career, spanning over 26 years, he has worked in leadership positions at various reputable organizations. It is my pleasure to invite you to the podium, sir.
Honorable Guest of Honor, Professor Emeritus Dr. Pirzada Qasim Raza Siddiqui, Honorable Pro-Chancellor Dr. Nida Hussain, Chairman Organizing Committee Dr. Fahad Azim, Dean Faculty Health Sciences Dr. Abbas Zafar, Registrar Sayyid Bukhar Hussain, principals, department heads, faculty members, and my dear graduates. It's always a pleasure to see your beaming faces lit with the joy and happiness of having conquered a long-awaited goal. So congratulations. Over here, I would like you to keep in mind that this is not the end, but the beginning. Unfortunately, while we were young, we were told that one becomes a doctor or an engineer after growing up. It would be sad for you to know that you are not you would start growing up after you have gotten this degree. यानी कि पहले कहते थे बड़े होकर क्या बनोगे इंजीनियर डायरेक्टर, अब आप बड़ा होना शुरू करेंगे आज से. So the whole world is now in front of you, and what you can achieve in this world. This university, as was mentioned succinctly thanks to the anthem written by our guest of honor, that this has inculcated in you that understanding, shaur or agahi that would take you forward. It has enabled you to discover new worlds, discover new opportunities, discover new vistas, and create for yourself a Jahan-e-Taza. And for this Jahan-e-Taza, की जो सौगातें हैं, जो फल हैं, the fruits are Kamale Fun and Jamale Fun. Kamale Fun is pursuit of excellence. That is, you have to strive hard to overcome your own self-imposed limits. I often explain this. We often say कि मैं उठ जाता हूँ तो सो नहीं सकता, सो जाता हूँ तो उठ नहीं सकता, फलां चीज़ नहीं खा सकता, ये नहीं कर सकता. At a very personal level, these are the limits that we have imposed on ourselves. And you with your youth, maybe once you are 60 or 70, it may be okay to say such things. But at your age, the world is open for you. Anything which you can think of, you will be able to achieve that. And the second part was the beauty of execution, husn ikhlaq, which was the jamal-e-fan. So the skills that you have learned over here need perfection, need beauty of execution, and exquisite implementation. And this is an ongoing process. So this is not something that you can say that you have achieved this. It is a continuous process, and every step of your future life, you will have to overcome new barriers, new challenges, new responsibilities, and as you difficulty. This university has also given insan or insaniyat ka dars diya hai. What I mean from that is what was taught to us when we were kids, कि इल्म की शमा से हो मुझको मोहब्बत यारब, दूर दुनिया का मेरे दम से अंधेरा हो जाए, हर जगह मेरे चमकने से उजाला हो जाए. And that is the essence of knowledge, that the things that we have learned must benefit the humanity. So it's not only that we have to enrich ourselves, make our own career, there are responsibilities associated with this knowledge, responsibility of course to your own personal self and your self-growth, also the growth of your family, growth of your community, growth of your city, your country, and humanity as a whole. Requires that you have to get out of the prison of the name of the degree written on your degree. I would urge you, don't think of the name of the program as a prison. All wonderful things in life happen in areas, in different areas, and knowledge is all linked together. Knowledge is multidimensional, knowledge is multidisciplinary, and all interesting research and ideas float around when you cross the boundary of one and move to another. So this acquisition of knowledge must continue, and this knowledge must benefit the humanity, and this higher education. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, now comes the moment we are conferment of degrees. This is a much awaited event in every student's life, as it is a recognition for their efforts throughout their academic tenure. This day brings with it a sense of achievement and responsibility towards fulfilling future commitments. We shall begin the process of awarding the degrees to our graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, we invite Dr. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite Dr. Saad Javed Khan, Chairperson, Department of Biomedical Engineering, to come to the podium to present the graduates of Bachelor of Engineering, Biomedical. We also invite Pro-Chancellor Dr. Nida Hussain and Registrar to please award the degrees to the graduates. We invite the Dean, Professor Dr. Fahad Azim.
The graduates are requested to please rise while the degree is being conferred. I present to you the graduates of Bachelor of Engineering, Biomedical, who have been examined and found qualified for the degrees to which I pray they may be admitted. I call upon the Vice Chancellor to confer the degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of Ziauddin University, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Biomedical, and charge you to uphold the honor of the degree.
I request the graduates to please come forward to receive their degrees as the names are called out. Arij Ahmed, Aisha Anwar, Sumaya Abid, Sayyida Elia Akbar Jafri, Varisha Beg.
Thank you, Dr. Saad Javed Khan. You may now take your seat. Congratulations and well done, graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite Dr. Sheikh Mohammed Manaf, Chairperson, Department of Software Engineering, to come to the podium to present the graduates of Batch 1 of the Bachelor of Engineering in the discipline of Software Engineering.
The graduates are requested to please rise while the degree is being conferred. I present to you the first batch of Bachelor of Science Software Engineering who have been examined and found qualified for the degree, to which I pray they may be admitted. I call upon the Vice Chancellor to confer the degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of Ziauddin University, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Software Engineering, and charge you to uphold the honor of the degree and the institution.
I request the graduates to please come forward to receive their degree as the names are called out. Huzaifa Khan, please. Khwaja Raza Mukhtar Ansari. Muhammad Shahzeb Imran Khan. Safa Umar. Muhammad Shahzeb Imran Khan. Safa Umar. Sunita. Congratulations all, please.
Thank you, Dr. Sheikh. You may now take your seat. Congratulations and well done, graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite Dr. Yusuf Irfan Zia, Chairperson, Department of Electrical Engineering, to come to the podium to present the graduates of Batch 1 of the Bachelor of Engineering, Electrical and Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering Technology.
The graduates are requested to please rise while the degree is being conferred. I present to you the first batch of graduates of Bachelor of Engineering, Electrical and Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering Technology who have been examined and found qualified for the degrees, to which I pray they may be admitted. I call upon the Vice Chancellor to confer the degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of Ziauddin University, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Electrical, and Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering Technology, and charge you to uphold the honor of the degree and the institution.
I request the graduates to please come forward to receive their degrees as the names are called out. Arbab Ahmed. Asfandyar Khan. Ali Wasim. Azhar Ahmed. Haider Ali. Gibran Safdar, Khwaja Sayyid Ahmed, Noor Khan, Salman Humayun, Shahriyar Hafiz, Shuhaib, congratulations graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Yusuf Irfanzia. You may now take your seat. Congratulations and well done, graduates. We also invite Dr. Ruhul Parvez, Chairperson, Department of Civil Engineering, to come to the podium to present the graduates of Batch 1 of the Bachelor of Engineering in the discipline of Civil Engineering.
The graduates are requested to please rise while the degrees is being conferred. I present to you the first batch of graduate of Bachelor of Engineering Civil who have been examined and found qualified for the degree, to which I pray they may be admitted. I call upon the Vice Chancellor to confer the degree.
Vested in me as Vice Chancellor of Ziauddin University, I admit you to degree of Bachelor of Engineering Civil and charge you to uphold the honor of the degree and the institution.
I request the graduates to please come forward to receive their degrees as the names are called out. Abdul Basit, Adnan, Arif Ahmed, Fakir Sajid Ali, Hamza Ahmed Khan, Hassan Aslam Khan, Inzamamul Haq, Kashif Rahim, Khalid Ahmed, Mia Samdin, Mavia Said, Mohammad Akil, Mohammad Mohsin Qazi, Mohammad Saad, Uwais Shafi, Rashid Ali, Tala Ahmed. Tufail Ahmed. Watan Yar Khan. Congratulations all civilian graduates. Thank you.
Congratulations and well done, graduates. Thank you, Dr. Ruhul Parvez Memon and Professor Dr. Fahad Azim. And thank you, dignitaries. You may all take your seats.
Now, we will call upon Professor Dr. Rafiq Alam Khan, Dean Faculty of Pharmacy, to present the graduates of the PharmD program. We request the Vice Chancellor, Registrar, and Professor Dr. Ejaz Beg, Advisor to Chancellor, to please come forward for award of degrees.
I am pleased to present to you the graduates of Batch 13 who have been examined and found qualified for the award of PharmD degree, to which I pray they may be admitted. Graduates are requested to please rise and remain standing as the degree is being conferred. I call upon the Vice Chancellor to please confer the degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of Ziauddin University, I admit you to the degree of PharmD and charge you to uphold the honor of the degree and the institution.
I request the graduates to please come up and receive the degree as their names are called out. Dr. Aisha Zafar. Dr. Aliza. Dr. Ammara. Dr. Anila. Dr. Aksa. Dr. Arbaz Ashraf. Dr. Arbaz Ashraf. Dr. Ariba Hafiz. Dr. Aisha Fatma. Dr. Aisha Khan. Dr. Aisha Saeed. Dr. Barira Sohail. Dr. Dua Iqbal. Dr. Farooq. Dr. Fatma Rashid. Dr. Fazila Qazi. Dr. Fizza Saeed, Dr. Hafiz Muhammad Fahar Naeem, Dr. Hafiza Rabin Shafiq, Dr. Hashir Shakib Siddiqui, Dr. Hina Noor, Dr. Huria Iraj, Dr. Inara, Dr. Javeria Rahman, Dr. Kashmala, Dr. Kinza, Dr. Kisa Batul Rizvi, Dr. Komal, Dr. Labiba, Dr. Labika, Dr. Lare Bhatt, Dr. Myra Mahmood, Dr. Maria Khan, Dr. Mariam Batul Abdi, Dr. Mehre Wafa, Dr. Muhammad Ahsan, Dr. Anas, Dr. Muhammad Ejaz, Dr. Muhammad Munibul Hassan, Dr. Muhammad Rizwan, Dr. Muhammad Safan, Dr. Muhammad Umar Ejaz, Dr. Muhammad Usama Raza Khan. Dr. Nashra Abdur Rahim. Dr. Nadika Saman. Dr. Navera Shah. Dr. Neha Rashid. Dr. Nimra Naeem. Dr. Nimra Razak. Dr. Noman Shehzad. Dr. Usama. Dr. Rahmatullah. Dr. Rehanullah. Dr. Rifat Rahmat. Dr. Rija Imran. Dr. Rimsha Arshad. Dr. Seher. Dr. Samia Khan. Dr. Sandesh. Dr. Sarosh Wahid. Dr. Shafaq Iqbal. Dr. Shaista Imad. Dr. Cheryl Sahara. Dr. Shiraz. Dr. Sidra Azhar. Dr. Sidra Shehzad. Dr. Sidra Zafar. Dr. Simra Javed. Dr. Soem Muhammad Altaf. Dr. Solomon Naseem. Dr. Sumbul. Dr. Syed Usama Hussain. Dr. Sayyida Ghanzna Adnan Wasti. Dr. Sayyida Rabab Fatma. Dr. Tahira Pawar. Dr. Talha Hassan. Dr. Tehreen. Dr. Tuba. Dr. Tuba Ilyas. Dr. Tausif Ahmed. Dr. Umair Nadeem. Dr. Uzair Yahya. Dr. Wahid Kakar. Dr. Wasik Ali. Dr. Zain bin Abed. Dr. Zainab. Dr. Zoya Nasir Saeed. And the last one, Dr. Zubair. I congratulate all the pharmacy graduates.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Rafiq Alam Khan. You may now take your seat. All dignitaries may please take their seats. We wish you the very best, dear graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now invite our guest of honor, Professor Emeritus Dr. Pirzada Qasim Raza Siddiqui, to address the graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, our Honorable Professor Emeritus Dr. Pirzada Qasim Raza Siddiqui needs no introduction. Professor Dr. Pirzada occupies a very prominent place in our contemporary society, globally, as an intellectual, poet, and writer. His works have been published extensively in literary journals. Dr. Pirzada Qasim has more than 50 years of experience in teaching, research, and educational management in the higher education sector of Pakistan. He has received several Lifetime Achievement Awards and special awards nationally and internationally. Being a multi-talented personality, he believes in hard work and is a strong proponent of scientific studies. Over the last 20 years, he has been Vice Chancellor of our very own Ziauddin University. After having served in this capacity at the University of Karachi and being the founding Vice Chancellor of the Federal Urdu University of Arts, Science and Technology. Dr. Pirzada has also been a member of the Chartered Inspection and Evaluation Committee and the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan. He has been the convener of Standing Search Committee for Vice Chancellorship of Public Sector Universities in Sindh for several years. It is my pleasure to invite you, sir, to share your very valuable message with all of us.
थैंक यू भाई इतना लंबा आपने तारुफ करा दिया बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम नहमदहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम Dr. Nida Hussain, the Pro-Chancellor of Ziauddin University, Dr. Haider, the Vice-Chancellor, Ziauddin University, Dr. Abbas Zafar, the Dean of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences, and Fahad Azim Saab, the in charge or manager of this convocation, graduating students and faculty members. Assalamu alaikum. Well, this is indeed very pleasant moment that I'm with the graduating students and the faculty at large at the Ziauddin University. Everybody knows, it's known fact that Ziauddin University is the seat of higher learning in Pakistan on the top slot. And our programs at Ziauddin University and the management of these programs, these are performed in excellent way. And I congratulate Dr. Nida Hussain and all university. We have the registrar, a very dynamic registrar sitting over here at the podium. And I think you are in very good hands, and it's going to be, in the development phase and will occupy a very prominent and the most prominent educational institution in higher learning. We are different. What I see, because I've been associated with this university for a very long time, it is different. What is different? The different is that we at Ziauddin University have got a different teaching methodologies and interactive system. Teaching methodologies and interactive system is giving you the maximum benefit and know-how which is required for these days, all over the world. You may be at par, so you won't feel that you are left behind. So this is good. And I congratulate all faculty members and the management side that they are doing the excellent job, for providing higher education. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to talk to the graduating students. Very pleased and very happy that you are graduate. And you owe salute, at least 2 salutes. One to your parents, and the other is for your teachers. Because they give you, something with which you will go through, all possible ways in your life. It's a lifetime achievement. And this program, which we are in and enjoying, the graduating ceremony, this will be remembered for a very long time, or rather for the lifetime. And this will be mentioned at the best page of your memory book. Because this is where you earn something. I mean, you were in program, and you completed that program, and you have given the degree, but you earned that degree, and it is your pride, so it's good. But वाइस चांसलर साहब जो हैं वो बड़े डायनामिक भी हैं, इंटेलेक्चुअल भी हैं, उन्होंने ऐसी बातें आपसे कर रहे थे. अब देखिए बात में से बात निकलती है. I say and I feel that you are, the graduating student, are the privileged people in Pakistan. Why I say so? I say so because while I am talking to you and you are listening to me and sitting over here in this podium, there are more than 2 crore school-going age students, those who haven't seen the school, never been, no school. But you had an opportunity that you have been given a chance to go to the school, good schools, college, and ultimately a university like Ziauddin University. So this is that's why I say that you are very much privileged, and you are, yes. And you will prove it in the years to come, where you will be in profession and you will performing the most important duties, in your professional life. So this is in fact very important, and I feel that whenever you have a chance, in your practical life, keep in mind that you have a responsibility. When I say you are privileged, then you have responsibility more than others. And this is the responsibility that you have a social outreach, you must have a social outreach. Wherever, whenever you had a chance, look for those who are not so privileged and cannot go to the schools and, educational institutions. Help them, because this is the need of the time. Need of the time. Pakistan needs that. What is needed? They needed, at a world over, the currency, which is the most valuable currency. It is not the dollar. It is not the dollar. It is the know-how. So you learned something, and this made you a very special one. And this will be, with you wherever you will go in Pakistan and outside the Pakistan. So what we need, Pakistan needs badly that we must have a knowledge-based society. Without knowledge-based society, if you want to say that, well, world over, you look at us, we are Pakistanis, nobody will look at you. Because the currency is knowledge, knowledge-based. So you have to have, develop that, earn that. And whenever it is the time to show your know-how, your skill, and you will show, definitely you will show, because you have been trained at Ziauddin University, which is a very, very renowned and important university. So God bless you, and you may have many, many chances of forward going and forward looking in your life. And whenever it is the time, you must remember that Ziauddin University was your alma mater. So thank you very much. बहुत दुआएं आपके लिए, बहुत खुश रहिए और ज़िंदगी में तरक्की करिए, ज़ियाउद्दीन को याद रखिए सबको. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request the Pro-Chancellor to please award the Ziauddin Crest to our guest of honor. Thank you. Dignitaries, you may please take your seats. I request Professor Dr. Sumaira Farooqi, Principal, College of Rehabilitation Sciences, to present the graduates of her college. I request Professor Dr. Abbas Zafar, Dean, Faculty Health Sciences, and guest of honor, Professor Emeritus Dr. Pirzada Qasim Raza Siddiqui, and Controller of Examination, Ziauddin University, Mr. Sohail Ahmad, to award the undergraduate degrees on stage.
Thank you, sir. It's an honor. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. I present to you the graduates of Doctor of Physical Therapy, Accelerated Doctor of Physical Therapy, Accelerated Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Batch 2021, who have been examined and found qualified for the degree to which I pray they may be admitted. I call upon the Vice Chancellor to confer the degree. All graduates are requested to please rise when the degree is being conferred.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of Ziauddin University, I admit you to Doctor of Physical Therapy, Accelerated Doctor of Physical Therapy, and Accelerated Doctor of Occupational Therapy programs.
Thank
and
you, sir.
charge you to uphold the honor of the degree and the institution.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Pirzada Saab, for your presence. Graduates, please step forward as your name are being called upon. Amna Mohiuddin. Abdul Akbar Khan. Abdul Rafi. Abira Fatima. Abid Gil. Adiba Azam. Alina Khan. Alina. Amrita Devi. Anisa. Aksa Parvez. Aksa Riaz. Aksa Safir. Arbin Hamid. Arbin Hamid. Ariba Nasir. Ariba Rehman. Arisha Owais. Aruba Athar. Aisha Arshad. Bushra Zaidi. Dua Khalid. Durre Shehwar. Farheen Khan. Faryal Mohammad Irfan. Faryal Nas Siddiqui. Fazila Ashfaq. Hamza Aziz. Hiba Aftab. Ikra Ali. कायनात अफसर खतीजा खान ख्वाजा नबील मसूद हसन किरण नवाज किरण शहजादी कोमल यासीन लाइबा इमाम लाजवंती लारेब सलीम राजपूत लुबना आयरा सलीम मनाहिल फयाज खान मंजर अली मारिया परवेज मरियम अख्तर मरियम जमील महक जहरा मेहर निगार अली मुआज़मा ज़ैनब राजपूत शेख मोहसिन अहमद खान मोहम्मद अली अब्बासी मोहम्मद उस्मान मुर्क जन्नत मुरस्सा नूर मुश्क मसूद नबीहा गुल नम्रा इकबाल नेहा अहमद नेहा जिया निम्रा कंवल निशा फजल कायनात आशिक अली राबिया शकील रमशा Ramsha Jafarani, Rida Mumtaz, Roheen Nadeem Ahmed, Rosemary Mubashir, Ruxana Bano, Rumesa Fayaz Malik, Ruqayya Mustafa, Saad Imran, Samar Munawwar, Sanila Ishfaq, Sania Hussain, Sara Hafiz, Sara Salim, Sara Naseem, Sarmat Raza, Seher Nawaz Khwaja, Shahriyar Khan, Sibra Murtaza, Sidra Malik, Sidra Parvez, Sidratul Sabah, Siraj, Soha Abid, Sayyid Kumail Abbas Zaidi, Sayyid Samiur Rahman, Sayyid Sultan Ahmad Zaidi, Sayyida Aliza Ghazi, Sayyida Hamna Sabswari, Sayyida Saba Iram, Sayyida Tuba Mustafa, Sayyida Kiran Mansoor, Talbiya Ayyub, Tayyiba Rauf Siddiqui, Uneza Masood, Urva Hadia Dilshad, the gold medalist for ZCRS. Yusra Azim. Zainab Naski. Zeenat. Zuhaib Ahmed. Zobia Rahman. Zubia Tunio. From Accelerated Doctor of Physical Therapy, we have Aisha Yusuf. Munazza Mustafa. Sobia Nias. For Accelerated Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Rafia Khalid. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Sumaira Faruqi. Dignitaries, you may now take your seats, and heartiest congratulations to all the graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, some graduates have been unable to attend the convocation today. We request the Vice Chancellor to please confer the degrees in their disciplines in absentia.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of Ziauddin University, I admit you to the degrees of your specific disciplines in absentia and charge you to uphold the honor of the degree and the institution.
Thank you, sir, and heartiest congratulations, graduates. It is customary during convocations to have the graduates share the university experiences with the distinguished guests. I would like to call upon Dr. Uneza Masood from College of Rehabilitation Sciences to please come to the podium for the valedictory speech.
I heard somewhere that imagining the audience dance makes you less nervous, but honestly, I feel extremely uncomfortable right now, especially because I can never imagine our professors dance. Looking at this huge audience, I can say कि मेरी कांपें टांग रही हैं. Disclaimer, this speech might be a little controversial to some of you, but keep in mind that nothing but the truth has been stated in it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to be here on stage representing the batches of 2021, the batches that graduated through many different phases. The phase of the cats shifting to mids where everyone, including me, cried. The phase of the ECA week where there were so many fights during sports. I still remember the rivalry between the two campuses, everyone thirsty for blood, pulling out their swords to cut throats for the ECA shields. I'm kidding. It used to be wild, but was also the highlight of our journey. Then came the phase of the paranormal activities, which I honestly didn't know were actually happening or not, but ghosts who were apparently slapping people had become talk of the town. After that came the phase of the pandemic, where at first we kept complaining about why the university isn't closing, followed by us complaining about why the university isn't opening, and oh, the online classes through which most of us slept. Me too. I actually made a new best friend during the online classes and especially the exams. He was called Google. I think we spent most of these 5 years complaining. Why is the canteen so small? Why doesn't it have biryani on Fridays? Why does the bathroom stink? Why am I still single? Why is the guard smiling at us? We kept complaining all 5 years, but well, now we're here. And I look back and I know that these were the most amazing 5 years of my life. Different phases that we experienced here shaped us into different human beings, crafted us to become the skilled professionals that we are today. For this, I would definitely like to thank and acknowledge the efforts of the people who were the backbone of this journey. To our deans and principals, who not only helped us become better humans, but also better pharmacists, therapists, and engineers, we thank you. To our hard-working teachers, whose patience we tested throughout, we thank you. To our friends, without whom this journey would have been impossible and who helped us make the best memories, we thank you. To our exes, who taught us the lesson to never date someone in the same university, we thank you. And in the end, to our parents, who helped us financially and believed in us, we thank you. I hope that our parents are proud of us today, for now this journey has come to an end, and we have to look forward to the future. When I stepped into this university, I had one sole goal: to be remembered even after I leave. I thought that my grades or my certificates or my extracurriculars would help me achieve that goal, but with time I have realized that a person is only remembered through his or her character. We are remembered by our good deeds and our hearts. So I hope what we leave here is our good character and our relationships with each other. I wish that all of us have a bright future ahead of us and become great human beings, because the leaders of the world today used to be ordinary people like us with extraordinary determination, and they turned their lives around. I hope we strive to become the leaders of tomorrow and help change people's lives. In the end, I will like to ask you all one simple question: how will you stand out in the crowd? This is your valedictorian, Oneza Masood, signing out. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Aneza Masood. As juniors, you make us cherish every moment at the university. And I am sure your words go down fondly with several of your peers.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to an important juncture in today's proceedings, the oath-taking ceremony. I request the Vice Chancellor, Ziauddin University, to please administer the oath.
Please rise.
Graduates, you are requested to please rise for the oath.
And also take out this green oath paper which is in your files. So you will repeat after me.
Hello.
Okay? In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful, I solemnly pledge that I shall abide by the principles of professional ethics
that I shall abide by the principles of professional ethics
and values of Ziauddin University.
and values of Ziauddin University.
I dedicate my life
I dedicate my life
to the service of humanity.
to the service of humanity.
I will practice my profession
I will practice my profession
without prejudice for religion,
without prejudice for religion,
nationality,
nationality,
race,
race,
politics, or social standing.
politics, or social standing.
I will always speak the truth
I will always speak the truth
and maintain the noble traditions of my profession with dignity.
and maintain the noble traditions of my professions with dignity.
I will strive to apply
I will strive to apply
my skills with the utmost respect
my skills with the utmost respect
for the well-being of humanity.
for the well-being of humanity.
I will refrain from corruption,
I will refrain from corruption,
unfair competition,
unfair competition,
or practices
or practices
harmful to society.
harmful to society.
I will respect the integrity
I will respect the integrity
of those with whom I am working
of those with whom I am working
and will remain objective in my relationships
and will remain objective in my relationships
with individuals
with individuals
and act honestly
and act honestly
in dealing with other professionals.
in dealing with other professionals.
I accept as my lifelong obligation
I accept as my lifelong obligation
the continual improvement of my professional knowledge
the continual improvement of my professional knowledge
and competence.
and competence.
I make these promises
These promises
solemnly on my discretion
solemnly on my discretion
and honor.
and honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and congratulations, dear graduates. I request the Pro-Chancellor and Convener Convocation Committee to please award the Ziauddin University Crest to our guest of honor, Professor Emeritus Dr. Pirzada Qasim Raza Siddiqui. Thank you, dignitaries. You may please take your seats.
I request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to call upon the Pro-Chancellor for the closing of today's ceremony.
I request the Pro-Chancellor to declare the convocation closed.
I would like to remind all guests to please rise and remain standing as the academic procession leaves the hall. We hold for namaz break.
I declare the convocation closed. Last time भी कल भी अजान के वक्त ही खत्म हुई थी.
I would like to remind all guests and remain standing as the academic procession leaves the hall. All the ushers are requested to kindly take their positions. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, we have come to the end of today's ceremony. On behalf of everyone at Ziauddin University, we would like to thank you all for gracing this occasion and most of all would like to offer our very best wishes to all the graduates. You have worked very hard and you have succeeded.
Now it's time to celebrate. Students, faculty, and respected guests, you're all requested to proceed for dinner. Bon appetit.